With each new generation, we get a bunch of new Pokemon, and each one of those Pokemon has a new shiny for us to hunt for. But not every shiny is created equal. So today, I'm going to be tiering all of the new shiny Pokemon in Gen 9 to see which ones I want to hunt for and which ones might not be worth getting. Just remember that when you subscribe to BM7, you find more shinies. It's proven. So if you want to find any of these, subscribe to the channel. BM7 guarantee, I'm going to be getting that shiny. Must have, every shiny hunter needs it. Huntable, mid, waste of your luck, and of course Garchomp. Let's get into this, and of course we gotta start with the shiny starters. Being honest, these really disappoint me. I'm not the biggest fan of shinies that don't change too much. I spent a lot of time looking at the shiny grass cats, and the only difference is the first one, the eyes are purple, and then the little flower becomes purple, and then the flower on the neck is purple. So I'll give one with the purple neck flower here, but I think the other ones have to go into waste of luck. Now, I think the green is a little different for them. Personally, I really need my shinies to change a little bit more, and at least the fire ones are a little bit, like, stand out a little more. I do feel like the color is kind of taken away, though, on these two, and just seeing what it could look like with the bright pink, I gotta put these in waste of luck. But this one, I think we put this one into huntable. Now, it's not my favorite shiny, but I see the vision, and I absolutely mess with it. Moving on to Quaxley, I do like the color change. I do think the hat, it looks pretty dapper on the little duck. The colors stay around, and they're pretty solid. I feel like the final evolution should have a little bit more pizzazz. You know, I love the colors on the first one, and honestly, I think this is my favorite. And seeing that and then seeing this one to this one, I think this goes in the mid. These next two are even more disappointing, as the original design colors are elite. The black and yellow looks incredible. So to change the body to like that brownish red? No thank you. Throw it back in the freezer. What were you thinking? On the flip side, the grasshoppers went from a black color to this beautiful yellow, and I really love it. For me, this is a PM7 guarantee. Yellow's my favorite color. I'm very biased. That's why I'm putting in the biased category. And its evolution, I think it's a must-have. It looks really good normally, but I love the green color of the shiny. It works with the Pokemon being based on the grasshopper. I think it looks really sleek. I gotta be honest, I'm disappointed with Squawkabilly. It's a ridiculous name. It's a wonderful name. They don't change a ton, which is annoying because the birds are multicolored and they're fun colors. I really love the different colored Squawkabillies, but it's mostly just like the hair at the top that's changing, and I think the wingtips change. I know the beak changes. They're all very meh. I'm gonna put them into mid, and they might even be waste of luck. Lechonk's looking incredible, and honestly, I'm gonna have to put all of these into must-haves. Really, really cool pink shiny so far in this gen, and it works so perfectly, and I know they just make it look like regular pigs, but they're perfect, and I think we all need one. Of course, we're gonna talk about the spider next, because Charlotte's Web's the thing that I remember, and there's a spider and a pig.
Spider pig does whatever a spider pig does.
This one is huntable. I like it. I think the original coloring looks really good as well, so I feel like you could have either one and be happy, but I feel like the evolution might be mid. I've looked at it a few times, and I just don't love it. I like the pre-evolution more for the regular colors and the shiny. So I don't know. There's something off with this one. The colors just aren't popping, and maybe it's just the Pokemon looks a little odd. I don't know. I've looked at Palmy and its evolutions for a while now. I don't love them. I don't hate them. And that's the definition of mid here. I'm just throwing it here. It's not high on my list of things to go for. But again, I don't dislike it. It's just not making me feel one way or the other. On the other hand, Smoliv is very adorable, and while its change is slight, I think it's a pretty perfect change. And honestly, I feel like this one might be a must-have. The olive turning black, I think it works perfectly. I feel like this one's huntable, and I feel like this one's huntable. Obviously, the bigger the Pokemon gets, the slight change becomes slighter and slighter. I'm sure there's Everstones in this game. It'll be fine. Another tough one with the Mario Minecraft Pokemon, which I'm still confused of why it exists or how it came to exist. But I think it's another mid one. Again, I don't love it. I don't hate it. I don't need to go out of my way to find it. If it pops up, it pops up. Fido and Darkspun do not change much more than the Mario Minecraft guys did, but I love them so much, and I have to put them into huntable. They make me very happy. They look a little bit more baked, which is fun. And I do think, especially Darkspun, like it looks even a little bit more like a dachshund and some fun dachshund colors. To me, they're a little bit better. It wouldn't hurt my feelings if you liked the Minecraft Mario ones a little bit more. And the next dog Pokemon definitely pop a little bit more. I don't know if that pushes them into must-have, but I think these two are definitely huntable. I really love the purple color. It does kind of make me think a little bit more ghost than dark, but it fits the Pokemon really well, and that first one's just so silly. I love dogs. I love dogs so much. And a dog with a shiny of my favorite color, we're putting that in the PM7 guarantee. I will say the evolution may be mid. It's not horrible. I don't love the hair change in. It's not horrible, but a downgrade's gonna put it there. The PM7 bias is gonna keep you up here, buddy. Sadly, we're done looking at the dog Pokemon and we're on to whatever this thing is.
I'm a bird.
Honestly, I'm gonna put this into waste of luck. It really doesn't change too much. It has fun, vibrant colors to start with, and it has very slight changes. This guy has a little bit more of a drastic change, and I do like the wings becoming that darker black. I think it looks nice. Most Pokemon fans have wanted a dolphin Pokemon for a very long time, and I'm no exception. I actually really love the colors of the original dolphin Pokemon. I feel like the purple here is nice. I think it's a huntable color. It's not incredible, but it's pretty solid, and I think this guy is the same. Now, next up we have the Pokemon Go chest and this incredible golden fella, but I don't think either of them turn shiny because they're Go exclusive, or at least right now I don't think we have the shinies, but we have the engine shinies, and I think we can put that into the BM7 guarantee. I'm a sucker for golden shinies, and if you don't think the frog Pokemon that turn my favorite color are getting into the PM7 guarantee, you're crazy. Continuing that streak of incredible shinies, this thing is a PM7 guarantee. I think it looks incredible. I just love how drastically different it is from the regular one, where the regular colors look great. The baby form's pretty solid. I'm gonna put it into must-have, but when it evolves, that's a special shiny. It's a good streak, but it kind of falls off a cliff there, because then we got the pink mallet. It's just the mallet changes. Now, it's not Garchomp tier, it's more Kamala tier. And I think the Pokemon itself is pretty cool, but you could have given me something but a different colored mallet. You definitely could have. At this point, you already know what's about to happen. I think this yellow shiny is absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna put it into must-have. No, it's a PM7 guarantee. I need this one on the team. It's beautiful. And this is a golden ball of dung. It's ridiculous. It's one of the more ridiculous things I've seen, but I love it. This guy, I think I'm gonna put it into must-have. It's not as cool as the golden ball, but the bug is a really nice color. The pink really stands out, and it's a pretty fun shiny. You gotta give it to him. But then we get to the Tumbleweed, and I think this is the first and hopefully only Garchomp tier of the video. Why is it barely changing? Who decided on this? It's such a minimalist Pokemon. Just make it. Thankfully, the plants afterward aren't as bad. I don't think they're great. I think they're huntable. I don't want to put too many things in mid. Like, they change enough. I think this is a pretty cool Pokemon overall, and there's enough of a change that you might want it. Even though it's a slight change, I think I do like the Flamingo a bit. It might be another one of those that's teetering on the edge of huntable and mid. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what these things are. This kind of looks like a bike horn. I don't know what it's doing here, but the colors are pretty. I think we can put that into huntable. I think these colors are pretty. Looking at these guys, I don't know if they don't have shinies or the shinies don't change. They may be in this tier. I'm gonna leave them here for now because I don't want to pass judgment if I don't have enough information. Then we come to the family of mice. These guys stink, but I think I'm gonna put them in waste of luck because they're upsetting me. I mean, they're gray like mice, but I don't want my mice to look more like mice. Thankfully, the graffiti guy did not disappoint. I think it could be better, but it's definitely, I think, huntable. Maybe not must-have, but I think both these guys are huntable. But when it comes to must-have, I see a Diglett friend we call Wiglet. And what is this? Wug Trio, they pop so much. I think they're so fun. I love that it's like the inverse. You gotta go get these shinies. Wiglet and Wug Trio, come on. Then we go back to funny Pokemon with good shinies. I don't know who thought Tentacruel should walk around, but I'm happy they did it, and I'm happy they gave him shinies like this. It's a fun 1-2 punch from the Diglett Tentacruel new forms. Love getting into a streak of good shinies. This is another must-have in my opinion. I really love the blue on the worm. I also just like how it normally looks, but I think it looks beautiful here. I'm a little torn on the stork. I think it looks really sleek, but it doesn't really change a ton. I think I actually am gonna have this in Huntable. I definitely like how it looks, but it may just be a design I like overall, but I do think the slight tweaks are very sleek. I really like the shiny of this fish. I think it may just be Huntable though. But the blue crab, come on. You gotta put that into must-have. I'm not gonna put that into the PM7 guarantee, but I can guarantee you I'm gonna be looking after this shiny. I've looked at the sushi fish a lot. I'm very disappointed with the sushi fish. I think it's a waste of luck. Could have done something cool with sushi fish. And here I'm torn again because I really love the pseudo legendaries, but I think the shinies are pretty mid. I wouldn't be upset if I got one, but I really don't love them. I mean, the colors are pretty solid, but it's just not the best change. I think they might grow on me and they may turn into Huntable, and just the fact that they're pseudo legendaries may make them Huntable. Now, this little dude, I think he's must-have. I think that's a pretty sleek shiny. Annihilate is very freaking cool, but I feel like the regular colors are so good that the shiny honestly might be waste of luck, and the Wooper and its evolution, I think they're Huntable. They're different enough that I do like them. But then we get to the Dunsparce evolution, and it hurts my feelings. It hurts my feelings so bad. It badly hurts my feelings. I'm gonna put it Huntable because it still looks good, but I expected so much more. The Girafarig Evo is pretty cool. I think that's in Huntable. The Bisharp Evo, I've always loved Bisharp, and this one I think it's a must-have shiny. They didn't mess it up that much else. Some of the legendaries I've not looked at enough, so I'm gonna have to really keep my eye on these guys. This little guy, this is a must-have. That thing's crazy. I see what they did with you. You're a waste of luck. If I spend that much time to get something as rare as you, I'd be pretty disappointed. But the leopard, I think the leopard's pretty cool. I think that's Huntable. And this one's pretty mid. But this, oh my gosh, that is not a must-have. That's a BM7 guarantee. I love that shiny so much, and I think the other one, I think this one's a must-have. They did not miss with these ones, but this is elite. I know I'm skipping, but I've been looking at these guys a bit. I don't know if these shinies even change, which is really disappointing because I love how these forms look. I do know for the past shinies, I like most of these guys. I think the Dawn fan, this may be a PM7 guarantee. It's not incredible, but it has enough of the yellow that I love. I love elephants. It's my favorite animal. The Volcarona, I think that's another PM7 guarantee. Are you kidding me? Among Us is pretty solid. I'd put that into must-have, honestly. I think the Miss Drevis is Huntable. The Magneton is Huntable, but the Mence is pretty cool. I'm gonna put that into must-have. Honestly, Jigglypuff, I think may be a Huntable as well. Is way better than regular shiny Jigglypuff, and I actually think I like it. The metal shinies, which are the last ones we'll go over, are a mixed bag. I think the Tyranitar is a PM7 guarantee. This thing is so cool. Hydreigon, kind of waste of luck over there. I think Delibird is a must-have from what I've seen, and the other ones may be into Huntable. They're not as exciting as the other past and present, you know, or I guess past and future shinies. But with that, I think the tier list is done. Only thing left to do is shiny hunt all of these Pokemon.